Hello, I'm Zirkzank. Welcome to Zirkzank Says, and I'm going to address something that I'm criticized for constantly, which is I'm a young, inexperienced cis white male, and that generally tends to cause a lot of people to disregard the points that I make. But I want to make it very clear that facts and logic are valid no matter whose mouth they come from. So it doesn't matter if you don't understand the logic or if you don't believe in a fact, because those things stay true regardless. Now, if I used facts and logic to make a statement, then you need to use facts and logic to argue against it. You can't just dismiss it and assume yourself to be superior purely because my views have upset you. It doesn't work like that. As soon as someone says a thing that you disagree with, a lot of people, you just bury your head in the sand and you ignore me, or you ignore them. You ignore people who disagree with you. You know, you retreat back to your safe space, you go to your closed circle of like-minded people, and just surround yourself with a bunch of positive reinforcement on your wrong ideas, and you just block out reality. And that's a really terrible way to behave, and it's overall bad for society for you to be a person like that. We need to be more open-minded and more willing to have a discussion about things. That means from both sides of people who get into discussions about things that upsets you or that you find to be unbelievable, things that you don't believe or things that have really triggered you. You need to be willing to go and look at these things in closer detail. Don't be so dismissive, or don't go back to your opinion and just try and reinforce what you already think. I know that's what the brain is designed to do, but you need to try looking at both sides and not just stick to your first emotional response. Try and be logical, try and be critical, stay skeptical, even of your own opinions. It's hard to do that. It makes you seem paranoid, but it's really worthwhile to do that, because you're always susceptible to being wrong. You could always be wrong, and even if you think you're not wrong, then that's good, but you need to have facts and statistics and logic to show that you're right, but you still always can be wrong. You can always be wrong. You can always be wrong. Please remember that. You can always be wrong, even when you're not. I know it's difficult, and it's against the human nature to have mixed views, but you need to try and do it. The left and the right brain compare facts and observation, and there's a conflict that goes on. It's where you learn something new, or you dismiss a new fact because it can't possibly be true. It's the way that the brain works. I'd say look into that. I don't know if it comes under psychology or neuroscience or both, but it's worth having an understanding about things, learn about things so that you understand why you're having these kind of responses, why something triggers you. It's because your brain is just designed to trigger you when you find something so disagreeable. And what I'm trying to suggest is that you can be smarter than your brain, and you have the ability to control that emotional response. I'm saying that you feel defensive about things, and you feel if someone comes and disproves something or disagrees with you, you feel defensive about it and reject their case, because that's just a normal emotional mental response. But you can overpower that, and it doesn't take that much mental energy to do. You can just keep bouncing ideas around in your head, keep weighing things up, facts and opinions and observation and reality, and take two sides to everything. There are two sides to every argument, I'd say, and just be skeptical of yourself. It's difficult, but it's good to do. I mean, obviously you can have your preferential opinions and stuff that it doesn't matter whether you're right or wrong about, you know, just things that you can relax about. But just stay cautious about it. You can be cautiously optimistic, and you can be fairly sure about things, but you can always be wrong, and don't be too salty if you are wrong. Just accept it and be like, well, I guess I was wrong. Or maybe say, well, it looks like I'm wrong for now, but I'll come back and get you. You know, you can think something, get proven wrong, then think some more, and then prove yourself right. That's possible as well. You know, just because somebody disproves what you think doesn't mean that it isn't totally wrong. You just need to get some new information to back it up again. So try and do that. Try and keep your brain up to date. Try and keep your brain moving forwards. And do that just, if only, to improve yourself. But you should always want to make you be the better you that you can be. You don't have to try and limit yourself to being try and limit yourself to one set of facts and be like, everything I know now is all I'll ever need to know, and that I'm the best I could possibly be right now, and I'll never be any better than I am. Because that's how you lead to complacency, and you just start to fucking deteriorate at that point. There's always room for improvement. You can always be better. You can always get smarter. You can always be more right. You can always learn more truth. You can always be wrong. You can always be right. You can always just fucking... What I'm trying to say here is, fucking think, you know? Fucking think. Do more thinking. It's so good. It's so good. Thinking is just so good. You might think that I'm not doing much of it, but I am. It's fucking brilliant. It doesn't seem like I am, but fuck, I've said this before. It's because doing like webcam stuff is difficult and I'm not that good at it yet. But I'm trying to become better at it. Trying to become a better person. Trying to improve myself. Trying to do it by doing something that I'm not so good at. Something that is difficult. It's difficult, but I'm going to keep doing it. You know, thinking. You might find thinking to be difficult, but you should keep doing it because it's really good for you. Makes you a better person for yourself. Makes you a better person for society. Makes the human race better. Makes the planet better. Just makes everything better. It's gooder. It's the gooderest thing that you could do. Do it. Just stop watching this video and go think.